everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a project I'm working on using the Snippets of Love kit from Oohlala Vintage Treasures. I will leave all her information down in my description box, so make sure you go check that out. But I hope that you are having a lovely beginning of the week so far. But and also I appreciate each and every one of you for watching my videos and for all your support and your encouragement, and also the prayers. My family and I just appreciate everything that you guys are doing. You're all are so special to me, and I love you for that. So I'm making a thin journal out of this kit, and this is a, what do you call it, a folder, a file folder, and I have cut the pieces off of it, and I'll show you that in just a second. But this beautiful lace I plan on tying this with, and I just wanted to show you. Let me show you the measurements real quick. So the measurements on this are, it's pretty big. It's 12 inches. So it's pretty long, so it's gonna be like this. And the width is 4.5. Well, no, let's say 5, because the back of the journal is actually longer than the front cover. So 12 by 5. It's a little bit more than 12 by 5. So that will be fun. So this is a pretty big journal, and all I did was I folded it like this. So these measure, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So this one is about 3.5 inches, and then this one to the spine is 4 inches. So that would be on this other side as well. So what I did was to strengthen the spine. See, I kind of, on the file folder, it had these 4 lines on it, and all I did was bend them, and then I put masking tape on them. So it will open like this. It's so big it doesn't even really fit in the camera, but that's okay. It's fun. And here's the papers, so that it would open like this. So much fun. And I will sew in the signature right here. So the journal is going to lay like this. So let's pretend I sewed this in, and her beautiful digitals. So it'll open up like this. So that is so pretty. So I have this paper on here, and lots of coffee dyed papers in here. And the music sheet that she included in this, what is it? Wine, Women, and Song. So I have that in there. I have this vintage, vintage French paper in here. And more coffee dyed papers, and more of her beautiful digitals. I love these. More coffee dyed, and another one of this French paper here, and the coffee dye here, and then here is some Rit dyed paper, pink Rit dyed paper there for the middle of the signature. So I think there's 30 pages altogether, including these. So on front and back, that would be what, 60. So it's going to be a nice size journal. I just want to quickly show you what I'm working on. And this will be available on my Etsy once it's finished, and I will have it finished by the end of the week. I love this digital. It's so pretty. The beautiful script. So that will be in there. And then I also have this French script ephemera piece that I will be adding into there. It is so pretty. I will leave the link down below where I got this digital. I'm not sure how I'm going to put that in just yet. So let's go ahead and fold that up. So this will be the front cover. And I was playing around with my inks, And I just want to put some ink on the front cover before I put my lace on. But let's see. So on the file folder on each of the edges, I cut this strip off on both sides. And then on the bottom, she had these pieces that were connected to the bottom, folded up like this, and I just cut those off, and I will save those for some other project. Not sure yet. So I'm going to remove that. So I was thinking, I was playing around, and I was adding some brown ink to this. You know what I've always wanted to do was to make a vintage leopard print journal, but do my own leopard print. So how I would do that was, you know, take your cover, and then you just want to add in some browns on that, and then you want to add your lace on top, and you just want to just put it anywhere. It doesn't have to be perfect because the lace is going to cover up, but you're going to see the color underneath, and that would be so pretty. So I'm just going to add some color to the background of the lace. And I'm also going to use a lot of her laces in this project. I'm going to add some pink here too in just a few minutes. So I don't want it perfect. You won't be able to see the, you know, like the circles and stuff. So here I'm going to add some, this is spun sugar. This digital kit is just so pretty. And you just want to add a little bit to the project. So I would love to do an autumn leopard print journal, but it won't be so dramatic as leopard print lace. It would just have, you know, a little bit of color to it. So I think I need to add a little more brown on here, like this. And I'm going to show you, I think there's enough pink on here. I'm going to show you what lace I'm going to put on the front. So I'll show you. See, this is the front here. Alright, so see how the lace covers that up, but you could see just a splash of color underneath. It is so pretty to me, and I'm going to cover it, the whole thing, even on the two inside flaps, and then I will add some pockets. So I think that will be so pretty. So I'm going to do that, and then on the front cover, I'm thinking about taking this right here and fussy cutting it out right here and putting it on the front so it'll say vintage, and then I'll trim it out. Then I'll trim it out down here with some beautiful trim or lace or dangle lace or something. So that'll be so pretty. This is such a fun kit to play around with, and I'm just playing around with everything. It's so much fun. And then over the lace, because the lace is lightly Rit dyed pink, so just kind of visualize. You see the splash of colors? Isn't that so pretty? It's just pretty to me. And it doesn't look perfect, and it's just pretty. So I just wanted to share this with you, and here's this. I know that Joe from Josie's Journals made this little ruffle snippet here, and I'm going to put this on the edge of the journal. See how pretty that is? So I'm just trying to give you a little bit of visual there. And then also what I want to share with you is the clutch that I'm going to make with this journal. This is a beautiful, I guess it would be just a big doily. And I'm going to put the clutch inside like this. It's just so shabby and so vintage looking. And then I will make a vintage looking flower to go on the front of this using her yummy things in here from the kit. So, you know, I could make a vintage flower and add a little bit of baby pink, or I could use a heart. I haven't made up my mind yet. So that will be so much fun. Look how pretty this is. The details are gorgeous. So I just thought I would hop up on here and show you what I'm working on so you could look forward to this. I'm hoping it'll be done by the end of the week. And on the inside of the journal here, so I'm going to put this, let's see, this paper here. I'm going to sew it with my favorite lace on my sewing machine with y'all in just a minute. And then down here on the bottom, since it doesn't cover the whole thing, I'm going to put some sort of dangle lace. And then on this side, I've already sewed this one. And I've used like a cream color thread and a pink thread, baby pink thread, and I'm going to put it over here on this side. So the bottom will be showing, but I'm going to put, you know, some yummies down there. So we'll work on that. And the next video, I will work on some ephemera. So that will be so much fun. So I'm going to get out my sewing machine, and I'm going to sew this with y'all and have a little bit of fun. Okay, so I have my sewing machine out, and I have it set on I again. I'm going to use this beautiful sewing technique here because it just reminds me of lace, and I just love it so much. So, and then it's set on 4. That's just a medium setting. So let's get going. Alright, so I'm going to use this beautiful digital from Doreen. It's just some beautiful lace, and we will sew it starting from the corner, that's the bottom corner. So we're going to start it this way. Oops. Okay, so let's begin. Little trick here, when you lift this up, you see that little black line? I like to line up my papers and my fabric or lace or whatever I'm sewing on right up to that, so it keeps it nice. Keeps it lined up pretty good. Come to the corner, put your needle back in, lift this up, and turn it. going to finish this up and be right back. All right, so I finished this up, and let's see if you can see where I sewed it. Looks like beautiful lace on the edge. It's so much fun. And there's some strings on here, but I like a little bit of strings. So let's get out the other one and the journal here, and let's go ahead and glue these on here. All right, so I put the glue on both sides of where I sewed it, and then you want to just flip it over and line it up with the top and the bottom there, and it's right next to the spine. There we are. And you don't want the glue, the glue directly on top of the thread, because the glue will come through the holes and won't look good. So we're going to let that dry, and we're going to glue on the other one. Alright, so I put the glue on both sides of the thread, and now we're going to glue this on here. Now the edge is a little bit longer on that side, which that is okay, because I'm going to cover that up with lace, and I wanted the back cover a little bit longer, wider I mean. Oh. See, so that looks good. Yeah, I'm going to put lace on the edge here and lace down here. And I don't like to use a lot of too much glue. You don't really need all that, since you're going to be trimming things out, and we're going to let that dry just for a minute. So that's so much fun. So just for a little bit of a visual, Doreen added this beautiful trim in here in this kit, and I'm going to leave it just like that, all shabby. And I was thinking about lining it up down here, gathering it up down here, maybe, and then even under that add a dangle trim. See how pretty that is? So I was thinking that. And then on the edge of this side, I'm thinking about putting this beautiful trim on there, and I will put an insertion ribbon through there, a satin ribbon, and I'm thinking about putting a really baby pink. I might do that. If I do that, the ribbon will cover that up, so because it looks good with this. So I might even add a baby pink ribbon to the insertion lace. I don't know yet. And then I was even thinking, if I didn't want to do that, on the bottom, this pretty trim here with this ribbon, I could add this to the bottom here. So I'm just playing around with some stuff, but let me know what you think so far of this pretty long and thin journal. Let's go ahead and fold this. Still needs to dry. So I'm going to take this lace on the cover and wrap it around to the front on here. And then I will add another trim that Doreen put in there. So let's fold this one as well. So isn't that pretty and so much fun? That will be so fun right here. So here, this will go into here, and I'm gonna sew the signature in here. So that's how it's going to look. So this will be a very pretty journal. So I hope that you like this project so far, and let me know down in the comments down below what you think. And thank you for coming along with me and sewing in those papers and then attaching them to the journal. It will be absolutely gorgeous when it's done. And thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I had so much fun doing this with you. But I hope that you have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. Bye.